So I just got off the phone with my dad, and it really inspired me to make this video. Essentially because, I believe today is day 48 of my journey of my sobriety and being sober. And there's been tons of moments the past few weeks where I really see that I'm starting to live in the moment. Um, but one of the biggest things is just like every blessing that I have in my life, just everything that's great in my life. I'm really starting not to take it for granted, because I feel like when I wasn't sober and I was just constantly smoking all the time and my head, it was just full of fog and I just wasn't, clear-headed. It's not that I took things for granted, but I just didn't really appreciate it, like, fully, I guess, if that makes sense. And I just got off the phone with my dad, like I said, and it's not even that we talked about some like really heartfelt stuff or we had like an emotional conversation. It was just really good to hear from my dad and to talk to my dad, and it just made me realize like I am here, I'm in this moment, and I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to have him in my life, and in the past I just feel like when it came to him or my other relationships with my family, like I said, it's not that it wasn't important to me, but my head, it was just so full of fog and I wasn't there, and I definitely just took it for granted, I think. And I know I don't look happy. I'm kind of have like mixed emotions right now, but I wanted to make this video just to show that you cannot take this life for granted. Whether it's your parents, whether it's your friends, family, loved ones, just whoever you love in this life, you cannot take that for granted. And when I saw that my dad was calling me, I got really happy, and it was just such a joy to talk to him. And I feel like I've been doing that a lot more recently. The other day I had a conversation with somebody who meant a lot to me, and it was great knowing that after this conversation my short-term memory's still not all there, my brain's still healing, but it felt good knowing that it's going to be easier to remember the next day or the next morning. I'm not going to have to like really, try it like to the fullest of my ability to access it in my brain, which is what I felt like I had to do so much. Like, did that really happen today? Did we really laugh about that? Did I really talk about that with that person? And now it's just a blessing to be able just to be here and in the moment, and I don't really have to worry about that as much. Like I said, my short-term memory still isn't the best. Sometimes I still have to think about things like, did that really happen? But it's a lot easier and it's a lot more fulfilling, and I'm just so grateful for that. Another example is last night, my little sisters, they got like these fake tattoos, and they were just having a blast, just, putting them on their bodies and just having fun with it. And I was like downstairs, and I just ran upstairs and I was like, hey, can I have a tattoo? So they put like this cool little sparrow on me, and it was just another, like, after the moment was over, it was just so fulfilling to be like, wow, I'm gonna be able to remember this. Because life is crazy, and God forbid anything happen to my family or my friends or loved ones. But in the past, if something would have happened to them, I would have felt awful knowing that I wasn't there, I wasn't present, I wasn't in the moment. My brain was elsewhere, my brain was lost, and so after last night, I was just like, wow, like, I can create these moments for the rest of my life with my loved ones and my family and my friends. I can create these beautiful memories, these beautiful moments. And for the longest time, it just felt like that was impossible. And now it is possible. This video is definitely a lot more sentimental, and I wanted to record today because it's my off day. But I really didn't know what I was going to talk about, and then my dad called me, and then I had this feeling inside of me that I wanted to talk about, just not taking things for granted, and like I'm not going to cry or anything, but it just feels really good knowing that because the reality is, it's not like I've been smoking all my life and this is like the first time I'm here and I'm present. Like, I was, sober all the way up to, 21, the age of 21. But from age 21 to 24 and kind of, leaning into the age of 25, I feel like I just lost everything that I built growing up, relationships and my family and friends and my memories. I was going to bed every single night, just not remembering what happened in the day. And the reality is I don't want to die an old man with no memories. I think that's super depressing and just not a fulfilling life at all. And so moments just like talking to my dad like I did today, it's just a reminder that since I'm not trying to say I've come out on the other side and I'm good to go. I'm still going to have struggles with withdrawals, and I'm still going to have moments where something bad might happen in my life. I need to learn how to, face the problem head on instead of suppressing it, with what I used to do. But for like 3 to 4 years straight, I was like, am I ever going to come out of this? Am I ever going to be able to go to bed at night and just remember what happened during the day? I felt like I was just repeating the same day every single day, just living this cycle that was just never ending, and it was super hard. It was super hard on me. It was just a really dark path. And so to finally break that cycle and just to be doing a lot better, and I'm just a lot happier now. My mom comes home from work, I'm so happy to see her. And like I said, it's not like I didn't care about that before, but the reality is I was putting my addiction before all these things, and it was causing me to have brain fog and not be able to remember things clearly. And so it's like, now that I'm here, like I get so excited when my mom walks in through the door, and I get to see my mom. When I come home from a long day of work, instead of smoking being the first thing on my mind, it's let's go home and have a great dinner and watch a great show, and take care of myself. And this was like the first video where I didn't even really plan what I was going to talk about. It was more just my dad called me and I got off the phone and I was like, boom, there it is. Let's make a video, let's talk about this, because like nothing terrible has happened in my life to where like, oh, now you're going to be humbled because you were taking everything for granted. Like, it's not like I had one of those moments, but just coming out of this addiction and just feeling the way that I'm feeling now, I have not felt this in years. I feel like I've just been asleep for the past 3-4 years, just walking around like a dead man walking, essentially. I wasn't here. David was not here. I don't think I mentioned this in my last video, but I also, for like the longest time, I also was vaping nicotine, and I want to be here. I want to be here for my little sisters and my dad and my mom and my family, friends, and loved ones. I don't want to be in the hospital dying at a young age because I got lung cancer because I was inhaling really bad metals into my lungs and stuff like that. So that's also been like a really positive change in my life, like just knowing that not only am I here and I'm present, but I'm doing the best things that I can do for my health just to be here long term, because that's really important to me. I think this channel, or just these videos, have gotten to the point where, at the beginning it was really easy to talk about my withdrawals and what I was going through because, they were there for the first time, and now it's like, I'm not trying to say it's like easy now, but I feel like now these videos and this channel is kind of turning into like I don't know if it's like a spiritual awakening kind of thing, or I don't even know what it is, but I guess each video I just want people to take a piece of really key advice and just, I guess apply that into their life if it's necessary. My dad, he doesn't live the closest. We live pretty far away from each other, so texting and calling is really the main way we communicate. And that was the basis of this video. As soon as I got done talking to my dad, something just clicked in me. I was just like, let's go record, let's go talk about it, because I just feel the need to talk about it. I kept talking to God, like, what should today's video be? Because like I said, I'm trying to record on my off days now that I'm working full time again, and I don't have as much time to record. And so it's Monday right now, and I was really just like, what should we talk about? What can I talk about in this journey that's changed from the last video? And the reality is nothing even has to change. I can really just talk about what's going on in my life. And my dad called me out of the blue, had a great conversation, and that was my sign from God. So to close this video out, I'm currently on day 48. I'm about to hit 6 weeks, I believe, in my sobriety journey. I think in about 4 to 5 days, I'll hit 6 weeks, close to 50 days or something like that. I'll have to look at my app again, but it's crazy how far I've come. It really is. And if you guys like these videos where I just, like I said, I honestly, if nothing came into my mind, I was not going to record today, because I feel like it's not worth just talking just to talk, you know. So something just came into my head about my conversation with my dad, and it just really inspired me to record. So I'm hoping that more moments like that can happen, so I'm not like, you know, inconsistent with the videos, if that makes sense. But the main thing I want you guys to take away from this is that, and I know I've preached about this ever since the start of this channel, and ever since I really started coming out on the other side of this addiction, but life is really beautiful, man. It's like, even there have been so many nights where I've gone to bed, or I'm about to fall asleep, and I've been doing like reflecting and just about myself and my life, and there have been some bad nights, I'll be honest, just like wondering what's out there for me. But the reality is, like, everything that I need, like, God has put in front of me. I have great parents, I have great, you know, a great brother and great sisters. I have great family, I have great loved ones. My job is incredible. It was really just this addiction I had to overcome, and now it just feels like everything is falling into place, and I'm right where I need to be. If you're going through a similar struggle, like, I would just get a journal out and just write down everything that you have in your life. And even if it's something minuscule, even if it's something that you think isn't a blessing, it probably is. You just got to open your eyes and really like, dig deep, you know, if that makes sense. Because for a while I was like, God, what is out there for me, man? Like, what is my purpose here? And I'm still not sure what my purpose is, but all I know is that if I continue to count my blessings and just to remember what's important to me, friends, family, loved ones, this life, being able to wake up and breathe. There's so many people who don't get that opportunity, or, you know, people in the hospital who are really suffering, and so it's like every day is a blessing, you know, and you just got to remember that. This video is 15 minutes long. Oh my gosh, I did not think I'd be talking for this long, but here we are. I just want to say before I wrap things up, you're awesome, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you are loved, and just don't ever forget where you came from, because if you're ever feeling lost, you came from somewhere. Like, you came, there's someone out there who loves you no matter what. I mean, as you can see behind me, look at these clouds, man. I mean, I know there's clouds, but it's beautiful, you know. To end this video, I'm just really happy. You know, I feel like I'm finally getting back to where I needed to be. I'm finally building everything that I lost during this addiction, and things are finally falling into place. So just know that if you feel stuck, if you feel lost, whether it's addiction or mental health, as long as you keep moving forward, as long as you get through the bad days, the bad storms, you will come out on the other side. And I truly do believe that, especially when it comes to timing. Timing is everything, and what's out there for you will absolutely come to you when it's meant to be. So there were so many nights where I wanted to give up, and look at me now. I know it's corny, but it's the truth. So anyway, I really appreciate each and every one of you for watching these videos. Like I said, I hope that there's not really a lot of structure right now, so I'm hoping that maybe, you know, next Monday something clicks in me, or I get a sign that, like, hey, this would be a great idea to talk about, or to put out there in the world. So I'm hoping that next Monday the same thing happens and I can record and talk about something great. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching and supporting the channel. This means the world to me, and I'm just really happy right now. So hope you guys have a good day, and you take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, and just remember to always love yourself. So bye.